Hello guys, I'm Shivaram Maur from Cybersecurity Department, third year in Savita Engineering College. Today I'm going to explain you about my mini project called Secure Remote Voting Application. So this project aims to develop a secure and user-friendly digital platform for remote voting, addressing challenges faced by non-resident Indians and other voters unable to physically attend polling station. This project was built using Mern stack and other essential authentication and cryptographic hashing functions. So, voting is essential to democracy, yet many eligible voters, including NRIs and distant residents, face obstacles due to in-person voting requirements. This project provides a secure, accessible online voting platform enabling remote voting for all eligible voters. What are the key technologies included in my projects are Mern stack, which are all MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, Node.js for development, SHA-256 for encryption, and UIDA API for voter authentication. Goals: empower both domestic and NRI voters, improve voter turnout by expanding access, security concerns addressed include risk of tampering, fraud, and cyber attacks. Statement of the problem was India's voting system requires in-person voting at assigned polling stations with difficulty for many including distant residents and minorities. Many eligible voters missed out, reducing the voters' turnout. A secure remote voting solution is needed to ensure everyone can vote regardless of their location. Scope of my projects are building a secure platform, construct a website that guarantees the confidentiality of voter information and accuracy of voting procedure, improve accessibility, make voting remotely available to all eligible voters, including those who live far away and NRIs, doing away with the requirement that they physically visit polling places, improve voter participation, remove obstacles that keep people from casting ballots, which will raise the total number of voters who turn out to vote. Promote inclusivity. Make sure that all qualified voters, wherever they may be, can participate in political process. Make use of modern technology to create a dependable and user-friendly voting platform. Makes use of Mern stack UIDA API for authentication and SHA-256 encryption. Protect democratic rights. Guarantee that every eligible voters, wherever they may be, can use their democratic right to vote. Inclusions are multi-factor authentication for voter identity verification, vote encryption to ensure confidentiality, voting recipient for verification without revealing the actual vote, user-friendly interfaces for voters and admins. Inclusions: voting system access should be restricted to authenticated users only. Anonymous voting by unregistered users should not be permitted. Do not store voter identities, votes, or other sensitive data in plain text format. All data must be encrypted at rest. Data. The UIDA Unique Identification Authority of India API is integrated to authenticate users via their Aadhaar numbers. This ensures that only eligible voters can access the voting platform. Vote registration information. The system will securely store voter details such as name, voter ID, and contact information. Authentication data. Multi-factor authentication data such as password, one-time codes, or biometric will be used to verify voter identities. Vote records. Each vote will be encrypted and stored securely, ensuring that it cannot be altered or tampered with after submission. Limitations of my projects are internet dependency. This application requires a stable internet connection which may not available in all areas of users. Digital literacy. Voters need basic knowledge of using online system, which might be a challenge for certain demographics. Security concerns. While the system will employ encryption and security authentication, there is always a potential risk of cyber attacks and constant updates are needed to stay secure. Anonymity versus verification. Maintaining voter anonymity while also allowing voter verification can be complex, and achieving both simultaneously require sophisticated design. Methodology of my project: architectural design. Create an architecture diagram outlining the application's component including user interface, authentication mechanism, database structure, and security protocols. Function testing. Verify that all features work as intended, including registration, authentication, and vote casting, security testing. Conduct penetration testing to identify vulnerabilities, ensuring the data is secure from potential threats. Monitoring and maintenance. Continuous monitoring the system during election for any issues or attacks and provide immediate support for user as needed. Post-election analysis. Analysis the results and user feedback to identify areas of development. This was my overall architecture diagram of my project. The e-voting application flow begins with user access and login, where the voter enters credentials like voter ID, Aadhaar number. This step primarily verifies the registration and prevents unauthorized access. Following this, the application prompts Aadhaar-based authentication connecting to UIDAI API for biometric or OTP verification to confirm the voter's identity. This two-factor authentication ensures only verified voters can proceed. Once authenticated, the voter enters the vote selection interface to make their choice. Upon confirmation, the application uses SHA-256 to ensure the vote, generating a unique hash for confidentiality and integrity. This encrypted vote is then stored in a secure tamper-resistant vote database, which could leverage blockchain or another secure mechanism to prevent unauthorized access. This is the use case diagram of my project, where you can see voter who can register or log in, verify Aadhaar number and view elections and candidates, and then cast votes, receive a vote confirmation. Then we can see the admin's access for my project, where you can create and manage election settings, where when conducting an election, settings should be changed, like it should be district level or state level or Indian level. Manage voter list and candidate list, where admin can delete or add or do anything in the admin section, where and monitor voting process and generate reports based on the votings. Admin can ensure the data integrity and security, where another column was system administrator, where he set up a infrastructure, manage all security protocols, monitor the performance and log for any errors happening in the project. This is the overall class diagram of my project, where you can see user ID, username, email, what are all the things a voter need to vote was gathered in this section. And we can see the election. Election can be district level, state level, or country level, where all the candidates who are all participated in election are stored in this class. And where you can see admin, where he can delete user or change permission of the user, block user, unblock user, which are all happening in this. These are all the log function, where log of the election session, system session, and internal logs are stored in this to see the error of the project happening while election is conducting. This is the sequence diagram of the admin accessing all pages, where you can see election list can be added by admin, that can be loaded for voting process, etc. etc. Algorithms used. First, login system. The voters submit their login credentials to login system. The login system checks the credentials by connecting to UIDAI API. The UIDAI API verifies the voter's identity and send back a success or failure message. If successful, the login system confirms to voter that they have been authenticated, otherwise the login fails. Vote submission. The voters submit their vote through voting system. The voting system encrypts the vote for secure storage. The encrypted vote is then stored in a secure database. The system confirms to voter that their vote has been successfully recorded. Hardware selection. Quad-core or more processor are advised, like Intel Xeon or AMD EPYC. Minimum RAM required should be met with 16 GB extendable to 64 GB. SSD storage with minimum capacity of 500 GB is advised. A Linux-based operating system is advised more than a Windows-based operating system. It is advised that intrusion detection system and firewalls has been enabled on server to protect the data. Frequent data backup options like cloud-based or on-premise backup with redundancy are advised. Hardware security modules are advised for encryption activities. Software requirements of MongoDB is used to store and manage all data related to the voter selection system and system logs. Express.js is used to build the backend server that handles API requests, processes voting data, and integrates the front end with database. React.js is used to create an interactive, user-friendly interface for voter and administrator to interact with voting systems. Node.js is used to run JavaScript on server, enabling efficient handling of synchronous operations such as API calls and database transactions. The UIDA API is integrated to authenticate users via Aadhaar number. This ensures that only eligible voters can access the voting platform. SAR-256 is a cryptographic hash function used to ensure data integrity and security throughput of the voting process. The implementation of secure remote voting system involves several key steps to ensure functionality, security, and user friendliness. First, the system is developed with a robust user interface that allows voters to easily register, log in, and cast their votes during registration. Voters provide personal information which is securely stored in a database. The authentication process is implemented using multi-factor authentication to verify user identities, ensuring that only eligible voters can access the system. These are the important code segments of my project. This is the test case I used to test my project, and these are all the results while getting vulnerability checks and software development goals. Goal 9 is industry innovation and infrastructure, building a resilient, secure, and innovative voting infrastructure using modern technologies, reduced inequalities in Goal 10. Ensure equal access to voting for all eligible citizens, including NRIs and those in remote areas. Goal 16 was peace, justice, and strong institutions. Promote inclusive and accountable institutions by safeguarding democratic rights and ensure secure and transparent voting process. Goal 17 was partnership for goals. We are leveraging partnership with UIDAE and technology providers to develop and implement secure digital solutions. And finally, we came to conclusion. This online voting platform is designed to help eligible voters, including NRIs and other unable to visit polling station, cast their vote securely and conveniently from anywhere. Built with modern web technology and secure Aadhaar-based authentication, the platform uses encryption to protect voter data. By enabling remote voting, it improves voter participation and address challenges in traditional voting systems such as low turnout and logistical issues. This initiative offers a secure and accessible way to vote, ensuring election integrity while promoting inclusivity.